It really got.
Welcome back to DeepSouf Podcast.
I can see y'all.
Enjoy the rest of the show.
That's why I was like,
Doctor Strange or yeah, I can tell you a beat. You have his power.
The big one wish and I wish it all on you. Baby, I love to the break of dawn. Me and you to the baby's born. Till my baby's born.
You said both of y'all there. I have a daughter.
Till my baby's born. 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 Till my baby's born.
Anyway,
I want more kids though.
Like
soon.
If both of y'all was a billionaire, would y'all make y'all kids go to college, or y'all make them work for a company? Like, is it a requirement, or they can do their own thing?
Both.
ooh,
It'd be both.
if I was a billionaire,
Yeah. Why both?
One, because I just want them to have that experience, but I would personally want them. I mean, they can go where they want to, but I would personally want them to go to HBCU. Second, I would have them like I did when I went to college. When I came back home in the summer to my last 2 years, I did summer school, which I should have did the other way. I should have did summer school when I first started. But anyway, I would have them work in the summer at a corporation or something like that. And learn that, but then they go back to school. So then I would tell them their first year of college, look, go to college, learn, understand, just get that lifestyle, understand it. Now, once they are in college, I would tell them that maybe your first 2 years, don't decide on what you want to do. Just go there and just be a college student, have fun, live your life. But in the summertime, you are going to work for a corporation. You'll have your weekends, you can do what you want to do, but you're going to work for a corporation just to so now you know what to do. So I would have them do both. But I would personally tell them I want them to do a HBCU, but if they did not want to do that, it would be totally fine with me, but they will be working at a corporation. I'd be like, look, you can choose the one you want to work with. I give them a list, or I would choose it for you. Point blank.
You.
yes. Now, as a billionaire, I would like for them to have that experience. I don't want them to feel like they're privileged, even though if I was billionaire, I would have everything established and set up for them. Maybe a trust where,
of course,
once you get 25, you'll get this amount of money. But the experience alone, like I tell my students every day, like even if you go to college for a year, just get that experience.
That's an experience.
Just the experience, So yes, I would want them to go to college. Now, with that being said, don't let's say I can finish college. I want you to have a backup plan. But now I'm speaking from the perspective of me now. So I got to put it in the perspective of me as a billionaire. They know they're going to be taken care of, so. But yeah, one of the requirements of the trust, like I just got finished watching Power Book of Ghosts.
Yeah.
Just got finished watching that today, as a matter of fact, because we was on a late show with that.
Yeah.
And the trust said that one of the ways he got the money was he had to finish college with a such and such GPA. And so that may be part of the trust. Like, you have to at least do a year or two of college. Yeah.
Right. I definitely would say that a year. I mean, they would have to at least. I would say at least. I want them to finish, and maybe I put a stipulation in there where if you finish, you get this amount of money. Mm-hmm. If you don't finish, you only get this amount of money. And while they're in college, they need to. It's just growing up, learning different things, like learning a different lifestyle. Like how people went to college. Some people didn't go to college. Some people got a trade. That's fine. But overall, I think college is just a good experience. I think experience is good for anybody. Whether you go to college, go overseas, whatever, just to have the experience. So like you said, if you did a 1 year or 2 years, that's fine. Mm-hmm. Just get a little experience.
Okay.
But hold on, let me say the last thing. But I'm not gonna let them get any student loans.
Oh hell no. Nah.
And I don't really
need a student loan. You're a business.
But I don't want to pay for that shit either. So my thing is, you need to do good in school to get an academic scholarship play sports or something. That's the goal. If I gotta pay for it, that's coming out your money. Period. That's coming out.
That's kind of like an asshole.
Damn right, I'm asshole. Damn, and Kanye, we got the same in common.
Yeah. I would say, of course, you know, people want to say go to college, get the experience and whatnot, but most of these big corporations, a lot of them people that's up top, CEOs or whatnot, really don't have a degree. They really never been to college.
Oh, same thing.
So,
Man, show right there.
if it's my business, if I'm the billionaire for my business, my child will already been worked for me before, and then upbringing was this business, and he or she will already know what's going on. So after high school, I don't know if I would just tell them, hey, you got to start working for me, and then work your way up. I would probably do something like that. But as far as school, I don't know. You're a billionaire. Your lifestyle gonna be different anyway. So it ain't like you going to school just to figure out some struggle for college kids. You ain't gonna understand their struggle because you gonna be straight. So I probably would tell them, you can come work for me right after school.
Well, not really, because you talking about college kids, because it's according to what college they go to. Because some of these kids are like in Yale and all this stuff. All them kids, some kids got money. Like all them Ivy League schools and stuff like that, they got money anyway. But that's why I say I would prefer my child, me being black, I would want them to go to HBCU. Now, if you say in that regard, yeah, they may not know. And they don't need to know that you're a billionaire. Because you're not a billionaire. I'm a damn billionaire.
I'm a billionaire.
You just goddamn was born in it.
Hey, you ain't heard none of this.
Nigga.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it. So, you're not a billionaire. So, you better damn go out there and act like you're not a billionaire. And if you got a problem with that, and you know what? You're going to beef with your kid regardless. You're going to beef with them. You're going to beef with them because they're going to think, first of all, when they get a certain age, any kid, they going to...
Some of rebellion.
It's always like that. So it's going to always be, they're going to always think you're the wrong person. You can tell, I can literally tell them something and they will get mad at me and I can listen. You go and say the same thing I said and they'll take it to heat.
Yeah.
They'll be like, okay, you're right. I'm like, damn, nigga, I just said the same exact words. It's just something about that. I coach. So when I coach these girls and these boys, basketball, volleyball, stuff like that, I say certain things. Like I told this guy, I said, you wear your heart on your sleeve. You wear your heart on your shoulder. So when you get upset, you can't think it. You gotta stop thinking about it. Blah blah blah. I said, yeah, I just told her that during timeout. And my mom said, I say that to her every time. You wear your heart, and she look at me like I'm just. I said, damn. I said, I literally just said it to her. And she like, but I said, I bet that since I said that, she gonna like, damn, my mom said that. I bet that what was going through her head. My mom say that all the time, but I don't be listening. And you just said the same exact thing that my mom said. So, rebellion. It's always like
not thinking they gonna pay no. They talking about
and then you a billionaire. I'm giving you pretty much damn near had everything. You been in the best school. You eat goddamn Chick-fil-A for lunch.
Isn't that a cycle?
And Panda Express.
Yeah.
That's a cycle. Y'all did the same thing.
Of course. And it's gonna happen to you too.
Yeah, it is.
When you have your first child, you bet. And if you have a girl,
and try to be their friend and act like, that's gonna be even worse.
And that's where.
See, I feel like, okay, I wouldn't try to be my child's friend because
But that's the thing.
We're not close in age for us to even be friends, for one.
That's how it always is, though.
I think the difference between me and my mother relationship is I wouldn't be as hard on her as she was on me, if that makes sense. Like, my mother was softer on my brother, but hard on me.
That's how it always is.
But that don't mean it's right.
No, we don't say that.
No, that's not right. But like,
that's what my thing is. I'm make sure I'm not gonna be hard on her.
But you know what? Parents make mistakes growing up. They make bad mistakes. So that her being hard on you is saying that I don't want you to make the same mistakes I did.
So you want your son to make mistakes?
It's no. It's just a little different with boys. Like boys, and I hate to say it like that, but it's a little different with boys. Like boys can go out here, like you can go out there and get pregnant. I can go out there and get somebody pregnant, but it ain't gonna be the same responsibility.
You know what? But I believe it's like mother, son, father, daughter. Because a man would get in his son's ass over the simplest things. And his daughter can do no wrong.
Exactly. Because I'm like that.
You have the mother, the son can't do no wrong with her eyes. Or she's going to justify, or she's going to get him, but that's still her boy.
Exactly.
But her daughter,
it's like my daughter, like, I feel like she don't even like me. I'm like, damn. I feel that way because she don't stay with me. She with her mama all the time. But I'm like, damn, is it me? But then I get coach girls. I coach volleyball. They like me. They love me. They like, Coach, you funny. But my dog be like, I'm like, I go over and beyond for her. Mm-hmm. So it's like, but it's just that she's not in the same house with me all the time. So I don't see her all the time. She with her mom all the time. So it's like when she over here, I ask her like, is there anything you want me to do? But nah, there's nothing. You good. I let it. But I like, you don't act like that though.
How old is she?
She is 13 right now.
Oh yeah.
Right, so it's felt like that to me all the time. But, even though she said this, even though I had my daughter like that, she like, it's not like that.
But what you gotta understand is a 13-year-old teenage girl, she's going through something that she ain't never experienced in life.
Well, it hurt me. It hurts me.
I know it hurts you, but you don't understand. And I'm trying to make you understand.
He's not gonna understand.
I'm trying to help you understand what's going on through her mind. She's a young teenage girl that's going through some things that you will never experience because you're not a woman. And now, I ain't saying this when she started her cycle, but she's going through that, and then she probably going through some pubic situation as far as like acne. Her body's changing.
So let me ask you this then, because I'm starting to get exactly where he's coming from. Is it that the daughter is too ashamed to talk to her dad about it because we won't understand, or do we think that the daughter think that we just won't understand, or too ashamed? But what do you think it is?
I think it is because y'all don't understand. And then men have a certain way of, like for example, I always had this in my mind that when Coach Cole, my high school coach, we would have our cycles during practice, and girls would have their cramps. He don't know what cramps are. Mm-hmm. He's not no man. He looking at them like, that don't hurt. That ain't nothing. And these girls taking pills just to go through, practice to make sure they ain't hurting or whatnot. And he don't have no understanding that this hurts. You get what I'm saying? So now I had that mindset in the back of my head, like when I'm in pain or whatnot, I gotta thug it out.
Yeah, you do.
I gotta thug it out because of what I went through, and men don't understand it.
No. Don't say men. Cole. No. Because me coaching high school girls volleyball, they went through that all the time. And I said, hey, I don't know nothing about all that. So go talk to the female coach, and if you need to sit out, it's cool. And you gotta think about this too. He coming from an older generation, so he come from, I don't know how Coach Cole is, 50-something, 60-something, I don't know.
I think he's 60.
So the thing is, he's been like, according to how he grew up, where he grew up, that's him. That's his, like, he probably don't understand this generation of women. Like, he don't care. Like, he grew up a certain way. Hey, man, go play. He's been doing that for what, 30 years?
Yeah.
But that's my point. He asked
so
me
he should have went to coach boys, then.
What?
He need to go coach boys then if he don't understand. I bet he understand now though. Yeah. I bet he understand now.
You should understand, especially if you have a daughter. But my point I was trying to make is a lot of men don't understand, what young women are going through. Not only that we're going through something we're bleeding multiple days out the week, we're going through emotions that we never knew about. Like, for example, I don't know if she talked to you about, she might like a boy, she might like girls, but her emotions about it, she don't know what to do with it. But how are you asking her? Are you frequently talking to her? And when I say frequently, I feel like if my mama would have talked to me more as a younger kid, and I'm not talking about 12, 13 kid, I'm talking about 5, 6, 7 years old at that time, we'll have a different relationship. I would be more open to talk to her because of the fact that this is something we used to do. I feel like I feel some type of way. I've been doing this since I was a little kid.
Right.
But you want to start this when I'm a teenager, it's not going to work because now I'm like, what, you just, at this point, you just trying to be in my business. You trying to know what I got going on. And
I somewhat agree with that. I mean, the situation I was in, you know, me and my child's mother, we weren't on great terms. So when we were not on great terms, she used to always say, you can get your daughter whenever you want to. I'm like, but you know, it's really not like that after you don't damn near curse me out, told me I ain't this and I ain't that. And I'm like, I'm trying to get my daughter, you won't let me get at a certain, like, it was a lot going on. And now that she's gotten older, we got a better understanding. We don't have a better relationship, but we have a better understanding.
You and the child's mother.
Me and the child's mother.
Okay.
So it's like, it was to a point where, you know, when she was younger, I had to call her phone to talk to my daughter. You know, you don't I can't, like, and then, you know, she picking up. I'm like, well, tell Mariah to call me. Like, it was like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, tell Mariah to call me. Nothing. So I'm waiting for her to call me because I don't even want to call her for her to pick up the phone and be like, hey, let me speak to my daughter. Like, it was like that. So because we was on such a bad relationship. So, and it was part of my fault because it was I don't want to say hate because I don't hate nobody, but my dislike for her at the time because I was just so upset. I hated like how she did me, my family, and all that. And you know, at this time now, I forgive her. I hope she forgive me. I mean, we still not great at communicating and stuff like that, but we'll do just enough just to get by. And but you know, my daughter got her own phone now, so I can talk to her. I can call her directly. I ain't got to go through a mom and all that stuff like that. But overall, we ain't got no great communication. But I feel like that was one part of the reason why I did not like that relationship with my daughter. I didn't really have. You know what I'm saying? And but I'm getting it's getting there. We getting better. We talk. I call her. You know, she'll text back and here and there. She'll call me out of the blue sometimes. It's better now. Overall, I hate how it went down.
I ain't got nothing to say.
But you played a huge role to fill that void in my life too. You know. So, regardless of the fact, like, looking at you and knowing you, it made me feel a lot better through this whole situation. You was just being you, and that's what I needed. So
I do think it's important you talk to your kids at a younger age versus talking to them. Start talking to them when they hit 10, 11.
Don't say that.
What you gonna say?
Nothing.
Start talking to your kids at an earlier age so they can have a pattern. Y'all have a system, how y'all work or whatnot. I can say, me and I don't know what to call him, my father, because that's who he is, not a daddy to me, he's a father. He's trying to reconcile the relationship that is, you know, it's too far gone, if that makes sense. I'm 26 now, so it's like, I prefer, like, for example, this baby mama, baby daddy stuff, I would hate to be a baby mama and I hate to be a baby daddy. I would hate it with a passion because women put men through a lot and men put women through a lot. It's just terrible. Either we together or they going to cheat. But anyway, my point of me saying that is if y'all gonna co-parent, be consistent in your kids' life. Do not be inconsistent. Do not show up 3 months here, 3 months there. Either you gonna be there or not.
Yeah.
Because kids need you in their lives every day, actually. And you cannot leave it on one single parent to take care of fully responsibility of these young human beings. Only because I believe, and I'm looking at different various situations, kids need both parents in their life. Men cannot raise young girls. Women cannot raise boys. Boys need to be raised by men. Women need to be raised by women. Simple as that. But they both balance each other out if they work together, because they'll have it just will be balanced. Like, for example, my mama raised me a single parent. I never seen my mother in a relationship with a man. How does that affect me? How to interact with a man that's interested in me? How did my mama react? I don't know. She didn't interact. She hid those things from me. So, as far as like now, she be like, why you never tell me nothing? You didn't tell me nothing. I mean, I don't want to know details, but, you know, we both women now. Yeah. Women, what's your experience like? Like, because I'm going through experience. What's your experience? You know, how you handle this situation? But I will never get to that point, because I wouldn't say never, but we just don't have that type of relationship, only because it didn't start off that way.
Yeah, I get it.
So you have to have a great start to get on through your life.
Yeah. Right.
So.
Well, I have a confession. I was with your mom. No.
I know there was a lie, because the stuff she tells me.
Damn, she talk about me like that?
I know there's a lie. First of all, she tried to hook you up with my cousin. Why would she try to hook you up?
Oh, yeah.
Go with you.
That was. I mean, I dropped the ball on that one, too. Damn, I dropped the ball on that one. I forgot what happened, too.
I don't know about how this.
See what I'm saying?
I dropped the ball on that one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
so
cousin.
I knew she wasn't. First of all, my mom don't even get down like that. So, yeah. I just dropped some jewels on you. That's how deep we get into it right there. Drop some jewels on you. But I want to appreciate y'all watching us. We got Bates back in the building.
They're telling the stories today, so I got something for you later.
This your girl, Lady J.
Got your boy Maverick over here, man. You know what we do.
Top gun.
Top gun.
But all right, this is DeepSouf podcast.
Deep South.
Peace out. Deuces.
Peace.
South in your mouth.
Southside. Oh my goodness. What is it?
That's an hour and 23 minutes.
Yep.
If we tried that, we could somewhere to climb. It's warm long as you will. Hey, stop. Come on. Is this verses of baby, you got a body like I know they. Y'all give it up for Jeremiah.
The South got something to say.